Hey, do you ever see like National Geographic where there's that big shark and then there's the little itty bitty sharks underneath the big shark that
Those
like
aren't sharks, but keep going.
oh they actually are tiny little miniature shark thingies.
Shark thingies. What are you saying? They're not sharks.
That is me and Richard. So LeBron is the big shark, and guess what? LeBron needs us to pick the ticks off him.
Oh, geez. How about our guy Shump? Game 2.
Oh
Game
my
2.
God.
He was huge, man. And that's what people don't understand. I remember last year we did the puzzle pieces. And that's something that we've talked about here. It's just everybody has a piece.
This is honest to God, in the middle of an NBA basketball game, Channing Frye said to himself, I'm finna get roasted.
He's got a scrapbook.
Honestly, I would just like to say you're welcome for giving you the floor spacing you need
to do your
and
job.
sacrificing my own game.
Yeah. And that's why I appreciate you, Channing. Without you,
I
man, on the
appreciate
floor,
that. You know
I wouldn't
what?
be
About
accomplishing
time.
these things.
Cheer. We're gonna cheers that.
No, we're not. You cheers yourself.
Oh, I was. Plenty of time to cheer myself.
Welcome to Road Trippin' Live. Here are your hosts, Alan Clifton, Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, and Rafa Hernandez Brito.
Little sharks or not, what a beautiful day it is in the land. About 60 degrees and sunny as you're getting a live look from high above in downtown Cleveland, where we are here inside Quicken Loans Arena everywhere. How does that look?
That looks really cool.
Very nice. And of course,
Looks
here
nice.
inside the Road Trippin' Studios, we want to welcome in all of you from around the globe tuning in right now on Cavs.com. If you're tuning in on the Cavaliers Facebook page, and of course, all those here inside our live audience. There you are.
It's like 1,000 people in here.
That is a recording, by
It's
the way.
crazy.
We want to let you know, of course, though, that per usual, this is always for you, the fans. There's
There
a
you
live
go. You
look.
guys are
Maybe
on.
20.
And so with that said, submit your questions over the next hour or so. We will get to as many as we can. Here's the deal. If you're tuning in on Cavs.com, gear your questions towards our Road Trippin' Pod handle on Twitter. Of course, if you're tuning in on Facebook Live, submit your questions at the Cavaliers Facebook page, and we will get to you throughout the course of the show. But until then, I think there's no better way to start than, first and foremost, I guess, 8-0 in the playoffs.
Yeah, congratulations.
How are you guys?
We're good. I'm
Rested.
Rested. I'm wondering why I'm the only person that doesn't have a shirt on. That's what I'm trying to figure
You
out.
told me you didn't want it.
No, I told you, but I didn't know that the whole group was going to wear. You just said, you asked me. No, I'm not putting it on now. I'm not putting it on now. No.
Now you're being Channing.
Oh, yeah. You can't
Now you're being
steal.
Channing.
Free 99, homie.
Yeah, you can't steal Channing's line. And before, because there's no better way to start a podcast than with the humor that you guys bring every episode. So before we get to that, let's roll to this video.
Ooh, what video is this?
And that guy's not at the nail.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, you see it. Hold on now.
They took my shirt, dog. Listen. They took my shirt. Mikey, come on, man. Don't leave me here. You're leaving me. You see, he just leaves me. It's not even a chain. I wear this every day. You know what? Listen. No, don't say go. No, too late. No more peanut gallery.
You wanted to see the move? You wanted to see the movement in your watch or your chest?
No, I was waiting for my shirt.
You got your watch or your chest, the movement?
You know what? It's good. It's good. Team camaraderie. No. Yep.
That's a rock star, man.
Move.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I actually love Hot Topics. They're the best T-shirts.
Shout out.
Shout out your boy Hot Topics.
Hot Topics is not.
Well, it's just our team is so serious. I think that's just something that people just are still. I think they want us to lighten up a little bit. And I think, Channing, you do a really, really good job of being the individual that everyone goes to. Just eat it all up. But really though, who does an interview like that?
Richard, I literally wanted to get on the first bus.
You have to talk to your mic, Channing. Not like that. Jeez.
I wanted to get on the first bus, so I put on my clothes and was looking for my shirt. And Allie
knowing I'm not going to say no, said, "Hey, Channing, I need you want to do this
Hold
interview."
up. Hold up.
Oh,
Can I say
now
my
we know
story?
the reason.
Then I said,
He's
"Okay,
sweating.
yeah, no problem." Yeah, he's
sweating.
Anyways, so then I was like, "Oh man, where's my shirt?" Mikey, who's one of our equipment guy, goes, "Oh man, I think we took your shirt. Here, we'll get you another one." So he's slowly fumbling through the shirts as I'm trying to do the interview. I was like, "Hey, throw me a shirt so I could cover up this goodness and not expose us to the world." Sorry.
What do you mean not exposing? Last time we did a snap, I snapped you right after the game,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Hold on, do it again. Let me flex my abs."
You're not gonna get me. That's the whole purpose of a picture. It wasn't
Hey,
a
hang
video.
on. Let me take everyone inside that one because it's so funny. Before we did the interview, you
get a
stuck your belly out,
Right.
and
I'm
said,
trying.
"Should I do
Yes,
the
I-
interview like this?"
I should have done it like that. That would have been better.
So what you're?
So I have good diaphragm control.
Oh, jeez,
That's
that's
it.
not.
Right. Really, it's breathing.
What people really need to know is if you hadn't listened yet to episode 25 that dropped yesterday.
Oh yeah.
That's just a tease because Channing said if last season was to repeat, he would be a lot like that of J.R. Smith.
Oh man, that was too much.
He said he was like, well, I'm trying. I don't know how champions act, so I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to be
Yeah.
focused. But we win this again. I'm not wearing any clothes.
Nothing. I'm going out there in swimming shorts.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
You know what?
Looking
That
up.
boy need to
The
beef
hair,
up.
man.
He need to beef up though.
You know what's crazy? Your head is not that big. That's how they know. There we
definitely.
go.
Oh yes. That leather jacket is fire, by the way.
That, like,
Is that what you would look like if you were in a rock band?
100%. Probably more than that. I'd be yatted up.
Yatted?
Just like tatted. Sorry, my bad.
no, I know what you
I
meant.
don't want to hit you with the lingo of the young kids.
The hardcore
The
streets
35 under.
the hardcore streets of Chandler. Is that what you guys say? You guys say
listen,
yatted?
Man, you better be quiet for people come at you, dog.
Oh
Listen.
gosh,
You
no.
don't know how I roll.
I'm the only person that doesn't have a bobblehead up here. That's trash.
Yours is at
No,
a
don't,
supermarket, and we
Rafa.
had to pay for it, so we couldn't.
Damn.
We can afford you.
This is terrible. I just don't.
Channing?
I didn't know Shumper has a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like
Kai on top of
Channing.
his semi from the parade.
This
Everyone has one but me.
JR has no tattoos.
Yeah, this is
That's kinda like
this
a
is
big
this is
no-no.
really what
this year.
Channing?
You'll get one this year. We'll talk.
I
to
don't want
someone.
one.
I'll talk to the guy.
I'm
for
retiring. I quit.
you. That's what you said last year, fool.
I'm gonna say it every year. Every year, I've actually been retired for 5 years. No one actually knows. I've slowly just
we
called
just
it.
hired you for like one game.
They hire me for one. I'm like Dante Jones. Next year, I'm just gonna come back for the playoffs.
That's exactly what you did
next
this
year.
year.
Yeah,
you
no.
played one game this year, the Christmas game, and then the playoffs.
I played in 79 games, right? I was available for all but I think one. My selfish son Phoenix wanted to be born. He kind of broke my streak. It's the nerve of the kid, but I really think I just might go Dante. Just hey guys, just call me in the playoffs. But now it's reverse.
Your
Now
tan would be vicious.
my tan would be amazing.
You'd be in Manhattan Beach
I'd
playing
be
volleyball. all
Hermosa
summer.
Beach. Hermosa Beach. We don't really mess with the Manhattan
You're on the
people.
border.
I'm on the border, but I live in Hermosa Beach. I claim Hermosa Beach.
Big difference.
Very, very, very big difference. Just the quality of people is just far higher.
From literally one street.
It's one
Yes.
street over. It's one street over.
Like
What's-
literally, if you
what's-
walk out your house and go 10 steps, that's Manhattan.
Yes.
And then 10 steps back is Hermosa.
So we're-
the guy who lives across the street is not the best quality of the guy who lives.
How does
no.
he act?
How do they act?
Yeah.
It's just, you know what it is?
Who is your neighbor
This
across
is
the
this
street?
is the difference.
Let's say this. Who's your neighbor across the street? You were throwing water balloons at.
I have a you know I got a few people that live across the street from me, but this is the thing. People always want to talk about zip codes and area codes. Like, so the Manhattan people have a very the elitist attitude, right? So you'll tell people, it's like, oh, I live in Hermosa Beach, and people be like, oh, yeah. I have friends that live close by, or they live in Manhattan Beach, and you're just like, man, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. So I only claim Hermosa just because, like Luke Walton, my roommate in college, Laker coach. You guys have probably never heard of him. He lives in Manhattan.
He
lives
only played for the Cavs. Remember your
Again-
audience.
Again, you guys have probably never heard of him. That was like I think that was the last year he played of basketball, so you guys have never heard of him. So he lives in Manhattan Beach. So we have this whole Hermosa Manhattan Beach thing going, and I just don't really claim Manhattan Beach. I would never live there.
You're just a Mosa guy.
I'm just a Hermosa guy. Just kind of how like you're like a Chandler private school guy. Yeah.
Richard, dog.
What? There's nothing, Channing. There's nothing
Is it
wrong
really
with
that
that.
bad to go to private school?
See,
I guess
thank
where
you.
you're from?
No.
Where I'm from?
Yeah.
No, it's nothing wrong with it. Of course, again, the
a lot of
opportunity,
pride for St. Mary's.
the opportunity that
Caballeros.
you put your kids in, that's great.
like that, dog.
That being said,
Been working
there
on
is
that.
something about beating in private school kids. as an athlete, there's something
tastes
about
better.
Oh, it tastes so much better. You just go in there.
We feel bad every time we beat schools like Richards. We're like, oh,
Well, that's why it never happened.
poor guy. Yeah, because I'm 5'8".
No, are you?
You're 4'8".
Are you still? Are you guys still? Because
Are we?
wait, by the way, our high schools played each other this year in the state tournament.
On
Remember that,
accident.
Allie?
And it was like
That
There
was
was
a
a
giveaway.
winner, actually, no?
Yeah,
Giveaway.
Allie made a decision. Were we going to get tickets?
Yeah, we gave tickets.
So we gave tickets to whoever picked the right score and the winner, right? And so Allie,
Mistake. Never do
Allie,
that
there was
giveaway
1,000 comments of like people trying to pick the right score and the right winner, and Moon Valley beat St. Mary's. It was
Pity
beautiful.
game.
It was a pity game. How? Again, I told you we like beating up on
Wait,
the
did
private
y'all
school kids.
actually win a state championship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Channing, you followed me everywhere.
Richard, you begged me to come. You said, Channing, I don't have any friends. Be my friend in college. And then you left me.
That's what I was lacking.
And
I
then
was
you
lacking friends in college. Yes.
And then
Yeah.
you left me.
Yeah.
And by the way, the contest was on the weekend that our account went 0 dark 30.
Which was
Oh, yeah.
also the
whatever it is
weekend
called.
that Kyrie
So
announced to
it
the
would have been a
world
lot more.
Yeah.
There would have been a lot more entries.
Yes.
Obtuse.
that the world is flat. With that said, though, you guys were friends then, you're friends now, and you're competing for another title.
Yeah.
And you're 8-0 so far.
I'm just not happy because he's on my team. And let me explain this to everybody. Let me explain this to everybody.
And you wonder why people get so upset with you. We got a message
No,
again
no,
today
I
about
don't-
you.
being mean to Channing.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. This has been our relationship. Anybody that feels bad for the
need to
seven,
pay my psychologist
for
bill.
Yeah, for the seven. Anyone that feels bad for the 7-foot millionaire, that's your issues, right? But this is why I'm just not happy he's on my team, because I always made fun of him for his inability to dominate high school basketball in the state of Arizona.
That was developing, late bloomer.
Then I made fun of him for blowing a 14-point lead.
I can't bring the ball up the court.
He's
I
got an
balled
excuse
out.
for everything. So then he talks about how
24-16 is a lot. My bad.
So he was talking about how he was a top 10 pick and I was only
Lottery
13,
pick.
but he stayed for his senior year. No one does that.
I love
anymore.
college.
Yeah. See,
My
he's got-
degree is
he's
important.
literally got an excuse for
Arizona.
everything.
Yeah,
So
my degree
now-
is extremely important to me.
And so I used to give him trash about never.
my degree.
I used to give him trash about never being in the playoffs.
Oh,
right?
man. We're there. What's up, dog?
And now we
And
both,
now you
now
can't
we,
tell
now
me
we
shit.
Have, now we have the,
What you gonna say?
now we have the same amount of championships, and it just drives me
what
nuts.
you
So
gonna
it
say to
all-
me?
It always falls back on that. So I'm a little upset.
Let's continue to lift Channing because we've got
Lifts.
quite the highlights of you.
Ooh, do you?
In
Yes.
the
Let me see.
playoffs
I haven't
so
seen these.
far.
Is
Let's
it
go.
bang outs? That's
The-
all I want to see.
Do you have bang outs, Channing?
I got at least two.
We have your crossover, too.
Oh, let me see the
No.
crossover.
Ooh, pull the rim down. Damn. Don't look at this. Look at this. What am I doing? Oh,
Never
oh no.
seen
And no, he
it.
kicked my foot. Or was that me?
You tripped yourself. You tripped yourself.
Do you
You know
guys?
what happened was
I don't think they can
caught
hear
a
us, Channing.
flat
They
tire.
Can they hear us?
You still dunk.
No, they can't hear us. They can
Yeah,
hear us.
they
Who
can hear
cares?
you.
Oh,
Do you
but-
see the psych?
but
He
Channing-
didn't want to jump though, dog.
Channing, you kicked your own foot.
tripped.
Yeah,
in
that's the new
self-defense.
style. Listen,
So-
to limit, I was going to jump up so high, I was going to hurt my knee on the way down.
Oh, Jesus.
So I said, let's limit this, limit the athleticism, just dunk it, and run back on defense. We're already up by 20. We're all good.
So the fact that everyone gives me stuff for roasting you,
Yeah.
but that's the type of stuff that we see on a daily basis. You kicked your own foot.
Yeah, I
going up for a
really,
dunk.
I looked at the ref like,
you
you
thought-
hey man, Trippin.
I have to say, though, he still dunked after
I still
tripping
dunked
himself.
it.
That's pretty good. That's
You legitimately
elevation.
thought you got fouled. and
No,
you
I swear to
fouled
God.
yourself?
Is this the first time you've seen it?
Yeah, I don't watch
He's
that.
like, wait, he kicked
No.
my foot. Oh, wait, that was me kicking
Yeah,
my
see
foot.
what happened was,
Oh,
this is
wow.
exactly what happened. I was on the bench for a while. We were balling. I came back in. The ankle mobs weren't, look, didn't get enough dorsiflexion. And then boom, when I went to explode, the leg wasn't ready. I didn't do enough exercises on the sideline.
Oh,
Yes.
It's
my-
Derek's fault.
My
No,
God.
Daniel's fault.
It's my fault.
Oh,
I
your
should have
fault.
been
Okay.
ready. Should have been jump roping on the side or something.
Yeah, really? That's what you're gonna do? Go
Right,
jump rope?
riding the bike.
The bike, yeah, no, that's Kev's.
I
That's
ride
Kev's.
enough of the bike.
Yeah,
God,
like,
I'm so sick of riding
you
the bike.
kicked your own. I don't think I've ever seen that.
But wait a second. Did you not see how hard I grabbed that rim?
But you're so.
Wait, if you
Still
keep
shaking.
going, wait.
But see, this
watch me look at the ref like, hey,
Yeah,
man.
is there a react?
You
Is
kicked
there a
your
rea-
own.
Ooh, look at this explode. Hold on.
Oh my god!
you still dunking, though. I gotta give you
that
that.
was so cool. Like if I was a skateboarder, would that have been like an ollie?
No.
Would the
Channing,
skateboard have like flipped up like one of those?
no, you
little
would have.
twisties?
You would have eaten it. That's what would have happened if you were a skateboarder. But no, I do. I got a lot of respect. And ladies and gentlemen, people always wonder what's it like to be 7 foot. When you are 7 feet tall, you can kick your own leg and still dunk. If you guys want to know what it's like. What are you doing, Channing?
Here's another moment. Here's
I
another
want some
moment
water.
that we. Are you dehydrated?
Yes.
Okay. We didn't get to release because we had that audio glitch. But Game 3 in Indy, when you hit that 3-ball
Oh, man.
with 4 minutes to go,
Yep.
like 54 seconds.
I didn't know how
your
much time was on the clock.
Your reaction.
You were possessed.
Oh.
Will you please give us your reaction to that shot?
Okay. So, number one, every series I love everybody. I'm like a happy guy, obviously. So I literally learned I have to learn how to hate everything that every player does on the team. So when I shot it, Nate McMillan, one of my old coaches, said, that's off. So the minute the ball comes, like I'm thinking, oh, this is money. He said that's off. So I'm even more focused on the J, getting the elbow in. Right? The minute I said that, there were so many cuss words that were going
PG,
to everybody. PG. F something. F you. Suck this. Do that. F you.
left the
Let's
wrong
get
guy
it out of
open.
here. Boom. And then all of a sudden I was like, damn, all this celebrating is tiring, man. I literally chest bumped the whole team. If you see me like after 4 chest bumps, I'm like, okay, no. Just
Do
come
you
on.
get
bring
higher
Tristan in.
off the ground on your chest bumps than you do on your dunks?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Oh, jeez. So we.
I get scared because I don't want to jump up too high and then hit my elbow or my bicep or maybe my head. It's happened once or twice.
No, so we left the arena. So after the game, we were walking out of the arena, and so we're walking back to the hotel because in Indiana, it's only like I don't know 3-4 blocks to the hotel. So we're walking right, and one of the fans was, "Hey, big shot, Channing." Then he was like, "Oh, thank you." The next person was like, "Nice game winner," and Channing was like, "Man, it wasn't a game winner." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "There was like 2.5 minutes left to go in the game," and I'm like, "Channing, there was 54 seconds left to go in the game." He's
That's
like,
a lot of
"What
time."
was it really?" And
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
you didn't even know. You thought somebody else was in the corner because you're normally in the deep corner."
Yeah, and I had to move up because I didn't know what JR was going to do.
So I just thought it
And
would
he
have been
left.
really funny.
Shouldn't have left.
I thought it would not funny, but
It was definitely funny.
if you would have tried to swing it to the next person in the corner.
I would have been in the Matrix for a month. I still would have been in the Matrix.
Remind everyone, because that was from like episode 3. What's the Matrix?
The Matrix is when, like, in basketball, there are certain reads that you're supposed to understand, and then is when you're overthinking, or when you're, like, shooting when you're supposed to be passing, or passing when you're supposed to be shooting, or driving when you're supposed to be passing, and, like, you're predetermining what you're going to do instead of, like, allowing the defense to, like, not just dictate, but, like, you're not, like, just flowing with the game.
Yeah, when your instincts go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
When your
It
instinct- when
feels
you're-
disgusting out there. And you're
My
just
favorite-
like, no, just throw
My
it.
favorite thing is how you get out of the matrix.
Yeah, just keep shooting.
Yeah, but
Just keep shooting.
but you can. It's
Just do anything
I don't know
right.
if you guys have seen the movie Get Out, but it's the sunken place.
Oh.
It's the sunken place. Like when you're there and you're just looking up at the world and you're like in this really really dark place. That's the Matrix.
Yeah.
Because the Matrix will put you in a spot where you're just so confused. Like you said, you drive when you should have shot it. You shoot it when you like your instinct.
It happens in the playoffs.
Yeah,
If it happens in the playoffs, it is even worse.
Your instincts go sideways, and there is no worse feeling than doing this for 20 years.
because
and your
then,
instincts
like,
are
you're
failing you.
shooting shots you're not supposed to, and if you're near the other team's bench, you're like, "That's what we want," and then you're thinking, "Oh, damn, is that really? Am I not supposed to? Is this okay?" And the minute you look at the coach, like, "Is that me? Should I shoot that? Should I pass?"
Well, oh, yeah.
And then it's over. It's over.
Well,
You know, like-
and it's more difficult for middle guys like myself and Channing, guys that might only get 5 or 6 shots in a game, or
Lord.
if you're Kai, if you're Bron, guys are going to get lots of
just
reps.
go and work
The
through
Matrix,
that, yeah.
the Matrix is
It ain't
it's
really like
not
that,
really a
yeah,
Matrix. It's just a shooting slump more than that. The Matrix is for guys like ourselves who have to be extremely efficient with your minutes and your time and your shots, because there's going to be somebody that comes in right after you if you're BSing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Channing, you're 0 for 2. Kevin.
Kevin.
I'm like this. I understand, Coach. Can't be mad.
Oh, is
I'm
that the
going
body
right
language that you read?
Oh, yeah,
Is that the body
I
language
looked at him.
read?
I said, Coach, go ahead. Go ahead. He good.
If you have
Go
no
ahead.
idea what I'm talking about, check out episode 25. With that said, so that's the Matrix. What is LeBron in?
Ooh.
Right.
Listen. You
He's
know the
Neo.
chefs at the
He's
hibachi
Neo.
at
No,
with the little heartbeat and the choo-choo train.
he's Neo inside the Matrix
Yeah,
right now.
oh, yeah, he's just
he's
like-
Neo, so he's flying all around. He's beating up everybody.
Listen, look, good luck.
We talked about this.
And I think there's another level.
yeah,
Like, look at this. Okay,
that's not.
he's run. Okay, look at this. This
Look
is
at it. You
ridiculous.
can't just keep saying look
What
at
are you
this.
pointing
This
at?
in the playoffs.
What are
though.
you pointing
that
at?
in the playoffs.
Yes. What does he point? Look at this. Okay, Valanciunas, stop it.
Stop it.
But like,
So
he's
they-
getting dunks, and the fact that he's shooting the way he is, they're like giving him the 3-point shot, and it's like it's so tough because there's only really 3 things you can do. Double team him, can't do that. You can switch. Who you going to switch? There's somebody out there that's a scorer that's not a defender. There's always one.
Yeah.
And guess what? Come on over here.
Yeah.
You're going to get that barbecue chicken. We're going to pick on you. Whoever the worst defender is,
We're gonna find you.
Oh, we're going to find you. You can't hide on nobody. And then you have 40% shooters everywhere. I was like, when Kyle hit those 6 threes, Kyrie was right next to him. So good defense, you're rotating to Kyrie Irving.
pass.
Bad defense, you're rotating, to the 50%
So
three-point shooter.
when we were in Game 4, right?
Yeah.
Kyrie got a butt naked shot in the corner. I'm talking about no one 10 feet from him because Kyle had already hit 3 threes and he was at the wing. So Bron throws the ball over Kyle to Kyrie, and the next person was guarding Kyle. And he just didn't want to leave him.
No, he
right?
was-
And so it's like here you have Kyrie, Kyrie's one of the best scorers in the entire world, and you're like, I'm not leaving Kyle. Right?
Is that where you have too many guys in the island?
Yes.
No,
way
oh,
too many
listen.
guys.
I
Does
was
the
talking to
island
him.
still exist?
Oh, it exists.
It's the Kyle Island.
Most of the
Kyle
time.
Island.
Kyle Island.
Okay,
Not
I
Kyle.
got a peninsula but on the other side. I'm not, maybe a jetty.
But we talked about this.
Yeah,
a
they
while.
took
we
my
talked-
side.
Yeah,
man.
we talked a while
He's
ago.
way better
about
on
it.
that side. I can shoot anywhere.
No, but then three plays later, right? They switch it. They go to Kevin. The ball ends up in Kev. So the guy leaves Kyle. Now Kevin is one of the best shooters, one of the best stretch fours in the history of the NBA. Outstanding player. They leave Kyle, go to Kevin. Kev looks at him like, "What are you doing?" Throws it right
Dude,
to
it's not
Kyle.
like
Kyle
just
shoots it
throws
again.
it.
So it's like what? Like somebody's going to get an open shot with Kyrie's penetrations. And I think we might have talked about this on the podcast. When look at the, when
Watch this.
look at this, and
Look,
he's just not
look
leaving.
at this.
He is not
Not
gonna
even
leave Kyle.
Valanciunas. He can't run at him because he
can't-
does not want to get
Powell
that skirt.
didn't move.
Yes, you can't.
Oh, no,
and,
no.
and Kyle just stands there and just laughs because he's like, what are
Listen,
you gonna do? You
he's
can't
on that
leave him.
island.
When he was in Atlanta, he was
on that island.
the main shooter, right? So you can key in, like we keyed in on him. He knows that. That's it. But when you have as many shooters that we do, and that's why it's so important. Like they talked about the stat for Kyrie. When Kyrie gets double-digit assists, and since Bron came back, we are undefeated because now you have Kyrie going downhill. You know what Bron is going to do. So if you have 2 guys that no one can stop from getting downhill, creating shots for other guys, it's next to impossible to beat us, and that's what the numbers show.
Is good shooting contagious? Like when you see Kyle hit those, when you
Ask
see
Atlanta
somebody has
last
about
year. Ask Atlanta last year.
With Dante Jones, who had not
Ask
played,
Atlanta last year.
or who do we?
Detroit.
Oh, us, Atlanta this year.
Yeah, no, Atlanta.
Yeah.
But Atlanta. It was crazy as they said it. They were like, you didn't know who you wanted to beat them. Like they wanted, they wanted
game
Kyle.
plan was
the game plan
make him
was
shoot.
But we broke the NBA record for most threes in a series, and we only played 4 games.
Yeah.
Like had we played 5 or 6 games or 7 games, we would have obliterated the
Most
record.
threes in a game as well.
Yeah.
It is because like there are rotations. So I remember we were playing Atlanta one game, and there's a guy who's supposed to move one person over every time the ball passed. The guy to the right of me went underneath the guy guarding me. So he had to run from the top all the way there because they didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
So, like, the guy who's a shooter, I mean, he may not be a 50-something% shooter like yourself. You know, I don't want to throw stats out there. But look, that's a long-ass run. And now the guy who may be like 36, 37, he's feeling the ball. He knows he has time. There's nothing rushed. And he's shooting from the corner, or he's, like, shooting just butt naked.
Yeah, your percentages go down quite a bit when it's contested, right? Yeah. So for a guy like myself or a guy like Shumper, like uncontested shots, we're going to shoot in the mid to high 40s, right? Contested, you might be in the mid 30s. So the fact that you can get now, like Kyle or Channing or Kyrie uncontested is in like the 50s,
high 60s.
Okay, don't get carried away.
Well, it's like,
maybe for him.
It's like what Ken
I
Bazemore.
think they're high 60s.
You're wrong.
Ken
He
Bazemore
is.
said when he was on that one game you hit 7, then another
Yeah.
game Kevin hit 8 triples,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
they just didn't know what to do.
Well, you have to pick your poison, and it's a very poisonous snake. I'm just gonna say it is. In the head of that snake is Braun and Kai.
We're like the rainforest. You don't know what to touch.
Oh, jeez.
So you go from the
That's a great.
There's a lot of poisonous things in rainforest, dog.
What
You see
rainforest?
Planet Life with Oprah?
What rainforest?
Y'all seen it, right?
No,
Good talk.
what rainforest?
Yeah, we seen it. Oh,
What
man, the
rainforest?
crowd agrees with me.
I'm just asking what rainforest.
The rainforest in South America.
What,
The Amazon, huh?
In Brazil.
Yeah.
We been there.
I know
Been there?
we're just
Poisonous toes,
poisonous toes.
toads.
Toads. There's poisonous toads there.
Yes. Actually, there are. I mean, do I? Thank you. This guy, see what happens when you don't get your degree, kids. Doesn't know about the world.
That was in the senior year class.
Yeah,
That was a senior year class.
That
You
was a
didn't take
senior
that.
class, the poisonous toads.
Poisonous toads 103.
What'd you get your degree in?
Anthropology.
And that is a study of what?
People. It's actually quite awesome. What's your degree? Oh,
I got a degree.
Next segment.
I got a degree. I got a
is a
degree in
great-
basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. You got one of those.
How do you have 4 chances to get to the Final Four and botch every one?
You know what, Richard?
Tell me. Please, no, explain. I think that's what the listeners want to hear.
This
Holla
one-
at your boy.
The first year, I was young.
Trash.
Second year, we ran into a
Trash.
very good Kansas team.
How good were you guys? How many All-Americans you guys have on your team? How many NBA players did you have on that team that year? You had Andre Iguodala?
As many
You had
as
Andre
many
Iguodala. You had
as
Luke
Kansas
Walton.
had.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't you guys beat Kansas the year before?
That-
Or
well,
beat them
that same
earlier in
year.
the season?
Yeah, they had some extra motivation.
Do you guys not hear all the excuses he has for everything?
Then my
all
junior
the
year,
time?
we shit the bed. That was my bad.
I don't
Sophomore
think-
year
You already said sophomore year.
or senior year.
That's what happens when you get a degree, ladies and gentlemen.
Senior year, we ran into a very good 3-point shooting team.
You guys were up
And,
14 with 4 minutes to go.
You know, no lead is safe. I ask a lot of times. Ask us.
Ask
Ask
us.
Indiana. You know, hey, listen, we lost to Atlanta. We're up 25, and we beat
What?
the Pacers
Indiana,
up
yeah.
26.
Oh,
So no lead is safe, guys. If you're playing college,
I think your
continue
mic
to
is
play
hot,
through the buzz.
What'd you say, Mike, Allie?
On to the next segment. We are taking fan questions at this time. But before we get there, because we are home all week, you know what that means.
What does it mean? We're home all week.
We
It
get
means
to
we have
cook.
to do conditioning.
Besides that, you
We
gotta
have to
eat.
Gotta eat.
Channing, you're all about eating.
Yeah,
Yes.
not anymore, man. I gotta
Yeah.
keep it slim and trim. Now that y'all want to check me out with my shirt off, dog. Gotta get my abs popping.
That's
No
why you-
carbs
that's why
this
you eat
week,
Blue
dog.
Apron.
Listen,
Yeah.
protein shakes, no carbs.
You know what's funny is you actually said that when you go to order a burger over the next month and a half, instead you're gonna go for a salmon.
And I gotta go with fish, man. Gotta get my.
Yeah. Thanks to Blue Apron, that is what I'm eating tonight.
What are you
Salmon.
eating? You're eating salmon?
Salmon. Yeah.
I don't know. What am I eating? I have no idea. Whatever.
was in the box that was
Yeah,
delivered.
whatever.
By
Whatever's
the
in the
way,
box.
I have news for everybody listening and watching. BlueApron.com/road. You get free shipping and the first 3 meals free for all our listeners. So,
I'd get on that. I'd
fresh
get on that.
vegetables. They deliver exactly the ingredients you need to make the
I don't
meal.
see anybody here writing this down. I need all of you guys to start writing this down. They just said they were going to get 3 free meals.
3 free
and
meals,
free shipping.
free
Sure, they
shipping.
can just look at
BlueApron.com/road. The promo code is road. ROAD.
ROAD.
There you go. With that said, though, let's dive into our viewers and those in the audience for some questions. They're coming.
You guys want serious questions, basketball questions?
I want all questions that have nothing to do with basketball.
This one I think will be interesting to hear your answer. What are your thoughts about the Versa Climber? Do you guys really hate it? You love it? Everybody saw the video the day we had the
here
media.
we go. Tell them,
media
Allie.
day?
Tell them the good news, Allie.
The Versa Climber Rise Nation is coming to Cleveland.
Yes, it
Yes.
is. And
Awesome.
and it's going to be really awesome when they're going to be sold out and no one's going to be able to get in to anything. No, Rise Nation is great when they do it in LA, but the Versa Climber is awesome. It is for 30 minutes.
There is nothing.
Yeah.
No machine, no other exercise you can do. Versa Climber, you better send me a damn Versa
But let me tell
It is unbelievable.
let me tell
and
every
no impact on your body
but
other than you want to die.
the one thing about the Versa Climber is just like anything. You can't just do yoga. You can't just do spin classes. You can't just do weightlifting. You can't just do the Versa Climber.
You can't just do Taekwondo.
Yeah. You
Gotta
have to
eat
do
well,
all
too.
the you have to
Can't
do
just
all
do
the
nunchuck
workouts. Like you
class.
have to do multiple workouts, multiple things at multiple times. Like the Versa Climber is great for cardio. It's great for shedding weight. But if you want to like lose weight, if you want to get stronger, you want to do this, you have to do multiple things. That's one thing that whenever people ask me about advice about working out, it's like the people that are great at yoga probably should do some lifting weights. The people that are really good at lifting weights probably should do some yoga.
Stretch it.
Yeah, stretch and just.
I got to get on that.
Oh God.
By the way, that
that's
was a
it, Jen.
question from Susan Lee. And now here's another one from Jess Rowley. What is your go-to meal before games?
Whatever's at the arena.
It's like salmon and like 2 veggies and a double shot of espresso and a large water.
Yeah, I typically eat. We have like a brunch meal after shoot around, so I eat then, and then I don't normally eat till I get to the arena.
brunch meal, I might cheat on
Sometimes
that.
Bron
Fructose is
used
in.
to switch it. Bron switched up his meal. He used to get like a club sandwich minus the bacon.
Which is
but it
disgusting.
used to be he used to have it brought to him on the bus, and so he would eat it. And he would only eat half of it, and then he would just hand me the other half, and I was really counting on that. And I would love it when they would accidentally put bacon on it, because then he would just give me the whole thing. It was awesome. But yeah, so he switched up his meal, which kind of really started affecting my performance. So I might have to discuss that with him. But yeah.
This one is from Alex Hutnik. When someone says, "Tell me a joke," what's your go-to joke?
When we were younger, it used to be have Channing hit on you. So where are you from? What do you like to do? This is a late bloomer.
I'm a personality guy. I kind of wear you down, almost like a slow moving river.
That used to be my go-to joke.
That was funny, Richard. I don't really have any jokes, man.
You just find it naturally?
Yeah, I'm gonna be really honest. We're gonna need more than go-to jokes.
Okay, here's another one. If you were granted an unlimited amount of 3 things, what are they?
What?
Tell him, Channing.
Other than Jay's.
3-point shots.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Okay, wine.
Oh, you don't need them?
No. Money.
Well, that's cheating.
Joy. Food.
Oh, jeez. Just
That's 4 already.
this force that's
Just 3.
what happens when you get a degree from
money,
Arizona.
Food, and I would say like like some type of transportation, like a jet or something.
Oh.
A transportation.
Unlimited amount of, like if you say, here, Richard, here's a jet, go anywhere you want, anytime you want, unlimited.
Yeah.
So you got the money, you just get a rental car.
Tell me how this
Or
goes.
you get an Uber, you fly somewhere,
Is this the
got you, boom.
Trivago?
Hey,
Is that
food.
what you do?
I've already paid for this.
Oh,
Put it
jeez.
right here.
Chan, I'm going to
go.
be really honest. I hate most of your explanations.
What would yours be? Hair.
Hair would be one of them. A tattoo removal. No, somebody asked me the story about my tattoo, and we talked about this. On one of the podcasts. I know. So my tattoo, the whole RJ thing got started because I was in college on my visit to Arizona, and I was going with Mike Bibby, he was like the god of Arizona. He was 3-time state player of the year, first team All-American in high school. First team, he was freshman player of the year in college and won the national championship with Arizona his freshman year. So I show up on campus like hey, Mike, whatever you want, man. And I basically did to Channing what he did to me. He was like, yeah, Richard, you come here, I'm going to be throwing you lobs and all this. I was like, oh, yeah, Mike, whatever you want. I was like a puppy dog following him around. He was like, hey, I'm about to go get a tattoo.
Wasn't no damn puppy dog.
I stole your wallet. You were a puppy dog. So he was like, hey, Richard, do you want to go get a tattoo? And this is right when the tattoo thing kind of started in the late 90s. And I was like, yeah. I was like, but I don't know what to get. He's like, just get your initials on your arm. And no one had ever called me RJ before that. He's like, just get your initials. And I was like, all right. So I was 17 years old. The tattoo artist didn't check any ID. So I just got my initials. And I was like one of the first people to get it. And then after that, it was just, and I committed on that visit just 24 hours later. So everyone always talks about the tattoo, and it's just like, dude, like, one, you don't ever want to cover up a story because it is a funny story. It's why I went to Arizona. I was a part of that group of people. But the other part about it is there's a lot of people with terrible tattoos. They just cover it with full sleeves, right? So if you guys want to just mock the one, I don't mind. And no, I'm never getting rid of it.
I like the stop sign story a lot better.
Oh, the stop sign? Yeah, the stop sign story. That's funny.
We'll say that one.
Can we actually get a shot of the stop sign? Because people
I don't think
always
we can.
ask.
I don't think we can.
That's why we've got cameras.
There's a stop sign right there on my hand. You see right there, the stop sign. It's supposed to tell me to stop drinking, but it never works. And so it's funny. I laugh because I drink, and I drink because I laugh. It's a vicious circle. And yes, it is one of the most amazing tattoos of all time. It was an original idea, and I'm going to get it. I saw someone that got a tattoo. One finger said whiskey neat, and the other one said whiskey rocks. And I thought about that, but then I figured I went with the stop sign. I was like, let's not encourage drinking. Let's try and stop it.
Before we go on to our next question, because I think Boo has them, what are your 3 things you stopped after 2?
Yeah, one of my things are questions from Boo. Go ahead. Boo, you're
endless supply of questions.
Oh, she's taking audience questions. There we go, Boo.
So our first one's going to be Al Mowry there in the back.
Al. Come on, Big Al.
Who's the better golfer between you and Chan?
Not even close. I am. Richard doesn't like golf. He doesn't like doing anything for more than like 2 hours unless it's playing Halo or like
playing volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
Yeah.
What's your handicap?
Better than
life.
Life. I got good.
His
I got
brain.
sort of good.
His brain is his handicap.
I got like.
Take your time. He's mad. I rattled him. Look at him. He's trying to think of something.
No. So the lowest I ever got was like 80. Like 88.
We're not counting.
So he doesn't have a handicap. 72, 88. That's what I weigh.
Yeah.
Like 15, 20.
Yeah, I don't play. I'm not good at golf.
And by the way, JR, Darren, and Kyle are probably the best golfers on the team.
Yeah, Darren and JR.
Darren and JR
They
are
have
like addicted to golf.
They're definitely addicted.
One more?
What was the next question?
Rhett Winnis in the back.
What up, we?
Question for Channing. LeBron said this year that you have a 2 dribble limit. Is that still in effect for the playoffs? And do you consciously think about
it's the playoffs. I have a 1 dribble limit. In the playoffs.
What was the question? So the people.
Sorry. So the question was: LeBron said I have a 2 dribble limit during the regular season. Does that still count in the playoffs? I said, hey, listen. The regular season is where I shine. The playoffs is where I make sure that you don't get double teamed. So if I don't have a shot and I can't take a dribble and shoot it, I'm throwing it right back to you, big fella, and letting you go to work.
There's nothing wrong with the 1-2 dribble.
No. My paycheck isn't that big to be dribbling 2 or 3 times. Hell no.
You would be surprised the amount of success guys can have by knowing who they are.
Yeah.
Don't try it. Like, once you're kind of where you are, be that person and excel in that role.
Do less.
Yeah. Once you start.
What was that?
Once you start to go.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yeah. Yes.
Less.
Please do less. Please do less.
Is that a movie reference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Allie knows no movies.
The worst.
She doesn't know Anchorman, and that's her field. You would Veronica.
No, but the other day she used the line.
Yes, you see the look. I told you Veronica Corningstone would be a really good alias for you. So we all have aliases, whatever. But Veronica,
I have an alias already.
Oh, but whatever. Veronica Corningstone should be your alias. Take it. You're welcome.
One more question.
Nick Byrne.
Nick Byrne?
Nice and loud.
Just out of curiosity, so LeBron got the early release of the Kendrick Lamar album. Have you guys ever received any early releases?
Hell no. What? Who in their right mind will be like, yo, Channing, this shit is fire, dog. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Hold on. Let me go play this in my truck by myself with like my 1,000 followers. Like, no, hell no. I got a mixtape once from a dude who gave it to me at a stoplight.
I have one more. And there's no secret that when we record, we enjoy some red wines.
Yeah, we're adults.
And it gives me the time to give thanks to our friends from Rivera y Rueda, the Spanish red and white that we have been enjoying them for the last couple of our friend Chris in New York, who actually works with Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Mark.
Rivera y Rueda for sending the reds. But what is your go-to wine? Like what? I know you guys.
Do you treat it like you do with really expensive bottled water at gas stations? So Channing, whenever he goes to gas stations, he tries to buy the most expensive bottled water.
Yeah.
So, what is the most expensive bottled water?
He feels like that's
by
a
my
level.
house. And I specifically thought about this. I was gonna get the gallon jug for the same price as like the half-gallon Fiji. I said, nah, that ain't me. So I grabbed the Fiji, I put it on there,
Shameless
and the
plug.
dude looked at me. Fiji plug, holla at your boy. Looked at me and gave me the, "You're so cool." He looked at me like, "Oh yeah, you're getting the good water."
Really
dog.
Channing
You
is very good at
hydrated.
reading
Body language. Yeah.
As
It's
we all
my degree,
learn,
guys.
reading Duluth.
Thank you. Took at least 3 of those
Anthropology major.
classes. A's.
With that said, we're going to dive into a little bit of style, a little bit of fashion. But before we do that, we've got a lot of questions coming in on our Twitter handle about the massager.
Yes.
That you guys had on the flight.
You're
Darren
welcome.
had it on the flight.
Yes.
So for those asking where it's from, you can go to truemedic.com to get that massager. It's called a
Insta Shiatsu.
It's amazing.
Shiatsu.
Yeah.
They're also on Instagram and Twitter at True Medic Massage. For Mother's Day this weekend,
And you will
it is
you
incredible.
will not be disappointed for $105 or whatever it is. I sit with it in bed. I play with it. I play it because you put your arms in it. So I play video games with it around my neck, and I just sit there. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, so shout out to them. But let's get into a little bit of fashion.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
This is what I'm
You
talking
guys ready?
about.
This is where Channing shines.
This is where my shine. I bet you I have Vans on. Or Nikes.
Oh, yeah. You just try to stay with the team that's sponsoring you.
Yeah, probably
Wait,
Nikes.
Before we look at the videos, what goes into your fashion before games?
Don't get made fun of.
How much do you really think about, okay, I got to look this way because I know upon arrival that's
nothing, very little.
I'm like, does this match?
Yes.
And is it wrinkly?
Does it smell bad?
Yes. No,
Is this
it
clean?
all smells good. And
do you
am I
wear
gonna get
things
made
more
fun
than
of?
once throughout the
What?
course of
I have
Allie,
to.
you're the only
You
person.
iron your
Allie,
clothes
just
before you
this
put them on?
wait. No. So we talked about this. You guys might not know.
Lord.
So Allie, we talk about a lot of things off camera or off podcast before we get started. And so Allie started it's called Allie's Closet. What is it called?
It is. It's called Allie C's Closet.
Allie C's Closet. And I was like, really? You have that many clothes? She's like, yeah, well, I just can't wear stuff more than once. And I was like, wait,
Hold on.
what? She's like, yeah, I just can't wear it more than once. So, I have so much stuff.
She'll
and I'm
get murdered
accumulating-
if she
I know,
wears
she-
something twice.
Speaking of, there's someone in this room, I won't mention any names, but that will.
This is not true.
So she said,
Gotta mix
Ted
and match. Throw a
Parker.
jacket on that sundress real quick.
No,
girl.
so when I saw that, I was like, really, you can't wear it? She's like, yeah, and I have just boxes and boxes and boxes of clothes because over the years, and she just didn't know what to do. And so you started your own, or you went on, what is it called?
Yeah, so it's an app called Poshmark, and it's a site that I basically am reselling all of my clothes that I've
Yeah.
only worn once, maybe twice.
And you have
So
stuff.
it's
You have
called
like
Allie C's
you have
Closet.
game stuff. Hey, they got you on camera, Tad.
How's that going?
It's fabulous. Fabulous.
Yeah.
In 1 week, I've done a lot. I've done really well. So
But that's a little change in the pocket. Maybe
So
you
the
can buy the
fact
wine
that
next time.
the fact that you can only wear clothes once, and I have literally 5 jeans.
Oh,
that I've
five?
had
Well,
I have 5
that's
jeans that I've
different.
worn for the last like 5
Oh man,
years.
I got
That's
3,
different.
maybe 4 that I
3,
keep
maybe
on
4.
rotation, and 2 of them are black.
what I'm saying is, I don't think, the reason why I asked that question, I don't think I've seen you guys wear tops.
No. It's
Twice.
2 shirts and a jean.
100%. You gave me a compliment 2 weeks in a row on the same green sweater. You're like, oh my God, I love that sweater. And I was like, okay, I can wear this and not get made fun of. A week later, through the sweater, oh my God, I love that sweater. I was like, yeah, you do, because you saw this sucker last week.
No, the best.
Then you got to take it off rotation for about 2 months, let them forget, and then bring it back. Throw like a jacket over it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I have a really bad memory.
The best is when you ask the group, you're like, so if we play one game, like it's a back-to-back, so we play at home, we get on the plane, we go to Detroit, and Channing was like, I just wear sweatsuits, and she was like, do you pack extra underwear? And Channing was like, no, and it was like,
that episode is coming soon with Kevin.
First of all,
We
that's
talked
not
about
true.
that.
I said
Yes.
don't pack extra socks.
You don't pack it. No, you said
No,
you
no,
pack
no,
one pair of underwear.
Here's the question. My question was, you guys have a game on a Friday night here
Right.
at home.
That's exactly.
We travel.
Play at home, yeah.
we
Right.
travel. So you leave right after. We
Right.
go to, for instance, the city was
Detroit,
Boston.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah,
And
Detroit.
you play in Boston, and then we come home the next night.
Right.
How many pairs of underwear do you pack?
One.
No, you're. This is gonna say you're gonna
Well, I
say something
forgot.
right now. You said that because you said you have your underwear.
Right.
Then we say we go to the meeting, so you'll wear like a tights.
Oh,
to
yeah,
go work out.
because I work out in the
Yeah,
morning.
work out in the morning. You wear the tights.
Okay,
so you
not
take
that
off
people
the-
need to know. I don't wear underwear when I sleep, dog. I wear shorts.
Not that people need to know. You just told everyone.
You just told the
Listen, go
world.
ahead. Mental image. That
You like this? You like this?
Go ahead, visualize. That's it's live now. Look at it.
So
No carbs this week, girls.
So then after you go work out, you take a shower and then you put back on said underwear. So you only bring one pair of underwear.
Maybe.
No, maybe it's a yes.
Is
or
it
no.
cold or hot?
Oh, jeez, I'm done.
But the question is it
I mean,
a
I'm not-
clean
I'm
pair or just the one you're wearing you bring?
So if I put on a pair of underwear,
Yeah, that makes a big difference on
It
just
does.
one.
Here's a serious question. If I put on a pair of underwear at 3
To come to the arena.
to come to the arena, I wear them for said 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I take them off.
You don't have to give me your underwear usage rate.
No.
No, let's see.
I then
I wanna
put them
hear
on for another 2 hours, take them off again.
Because
Right?
you like this. How do you like to sleep? Just say
I like to
Shorts
feel the
on.
covers, especially if they're good covers. Like, thread
Do you-
count
do you-
matters a lot to me. If they're the good thread count, I might get naked in there. But, if they're the rough kind, I got to put some short. I can't have it on the skin now. Listen, I can't have chafing or
See,
nothing.
Okay,
only
so
private
sleep.
school kids
So-
talk about thread counts.
Right?
That's cool.
Listen, thread count is huge, though. I don't know. Listen, when's the last time you've been to Pier 1 Imports or Bed Bath & Beyond? You got some stuff that feels like straight water on your body. So then I put a different pair of underwear on to work out, take a shower, eat, sleep, and then why not put those same underwear on?
Well, I do see guys wearing the exact same clothes on the bus.
Yeah.
all day. Like
That's a bit much.
No,
I'll
it's
change my
not, it's not
outfit.
too much. It's not too much. But
You
no,
guys have all done that once. I know you have.
I don't.
This year you did.
No,
This year,
when?
That,
Wait.
No.
I don't
might
wear.
keep the
I don't.
draws. I'm not afraid to go commando to a game. I don't care.
Yeah. No.
Can we roll the tape of the guys upon entering for games in the style that?
Uh-oh. Here we go. Let me give
Here
you
we
a comment.
go.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
That's too boring.
No,
Ron is boring?
No, but
It's
just
not boring. It's just like he's a detail thing.
See, that's right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, a hoodie.
That is very Richard.
some
Very
tan
simple,
jeans.
basic.
Is that me? Oh no, that's LeBron. See, that's that.
What
now
about
See, that's
that?
more LeBron. That's more LeBron.
he's got workout pants, and
Which blows my mind.
No,
how
those
he
are-
can wear sweats
yes,
with a.
but they're not like, let's go to Lululemon and get some workout pants. They're like,
Yeah, the
See,
design
look,
of
that's,
the
look, Rich.
see, look, that's me right there. See, Bron,
yeah.
he's got the hat.
if somebody
with
were
the-
to look up the price of like the hat and the jacket,
Do you
and
guys ever wear hats?
not like that.
baseball hats.
Oh.
I think I'm wearing one, like backwards, the free one that I got. This is playoffs on it. I like Kyrie's
See,
style.
Kyrie, it's just unfair when you can shop off the rack. Like
Yeah.
he can go you
Yeah.
can go to any store and buy it. Like all of us are abnormally large.
But I like his
human
style.
beings.
Look, a hoodie, a little sport coat. Look, you wear a T-shirt.
Yeah.
But it's not a regular T-shirt.
He's wearing black.
He
think
showed up
he's
to
wearing-
game 4
That was
all
a
black.
closeout game.
Yeah.
Did he?
Closeout game.
Oh, there we go.
Kevin.
Shout out Banana Republic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Mis-
listen.
Mr. BR himself.
Yeah,
oh
Lord.
yes, gosh.
But you know
look
what's
at-
crazy? Free 99.
Gosh, he just looks
Free
great.
just
Look
looks
at-
better.
Look,
Really
Free
pushing
looks
that
better.
mix of colors.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did not pick
I
that
don't
out.
like that.
yeah.
He did not pick that out. Lord have mercy.
Gosh.
What a
And then there's Shump.
Listen,
Shump, we were going
That's
to
actually very mild.
We were going
for
to
Shump.
very
For
mild.
Shump.
we were going to try and get Shump on today, man, but he was busy, man.
Oh, y'all ain't got no pictures of us? Are we too boring?
Yeah, no, I had one. They caught LeBron, and then I was in the frame, so they had me.
Usually the camera is there
Yeah,
for
they
the
had
me. Oh, yeah.
Korea, like,
See,
Listen.
there we
Oh,
go.
my God.
That's just the road tripping crew, best dressed crew.
The guy actually, shout out to Golden Hoops who created this, actually sent a message saying, if Richard is upset that I gave him that that position. I don't even know what his name is.
That's Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy.
Sorry, I told you I haven't seen the movie. To let you know that he
No,
apologizes.
no.
But what I said was, if you gave Richard any other role,
Other than Ron Burgundy, I would have been upset. I've been really, really upset because it means so much to me. I can have Ron thank you, Channing.
how do you feel about your role?
I'm good with that.
I thought you were more of a brick personality.
That's what some people said. On
Yes, he's
on
definitely
on
yes.
I
Instagram.
wouldn't disagree with that.
Which, by the way,
He made the whole movie.
Oh, the road trip and Instagram. Hey, go follow us on Instagram. Tell them, Al.
Twitter.
Allie did these signs. Can we zoom in? Allie showed her ability to draw. Did you do that? How many days did it take you to do that?
She took 2 summers of calligraphy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what we got.
Yes.
that's what you stayed 4 years in school.
So we got the road trip.
That's what you learned at Toledo.
If I'm not mistaking, on our very first episode that we
I gotta get a haircut, dog. You can't get the lines right. Yeah, man. You know what?
No warning, no.
You get roasted, dude. Listen, that's what my cowlick is.
Oh, jeez. Every day, though. Every day.
I gotta get a trim, though.
On our very first episode, though, if you guys want to make fun of my drawing and my coloring ability,
Drawing?
Drawing?
I had to draw the Twitter bird and the Instagram.
Drawing? How do you say it?
What is a drawing?
Drooling.
Drooling?
What do you call it?
Or doodling.
Drawing? Oh,
I
you're right.
drew that.
Drawing?
No, she sounded like there was an L. Drawing.
Drawing.
But she's from
You
Ohio.
guys you guys aren't from here. You wouldn't get it.
No, we not from the West Coast.
With that said, on the very
Southwest
first episode, the dry run that we did, that we didn't put out, obviously, you talked about one of the things you like to do in your spare time was color.
I did.
You
That
like
was then.
adult coloring books.
That was how many games ago?
It doesn't.
was in January.
Are you saying you're a
That was
different?
on a
Not
road
in
trip
January.
on a
Yes,
West
it was
That
in
was in
January.
Utah.
It was in January. Are you saying you're a different person now, Channing?
Damn, snitch, Rafa.
Gotta give it a wink, man.
Look, man, I do wink,
yeah.
all that. I give it a wink. I give you the nudge. Damn. Yeah, no, I'm not really into that right now. I'm into.
He's like, now that I know people are listening to this, I'm not into that.
Yeah, no, I was into it for a little bit.
What are you into now, Channing?
I went back into playing video games.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Okay, hold on.
I
been away from the world.
I just blew
but
his mind.
that's out right
It
now.
came out already.
It came out.
Wait, what? You don't even know?
I was focused, girl.
On what?
Oh, also, I
Jack-
wasn't even in America.
Yeah, that's true.
That
You
movie
were-
hadn't come out yet.
Oh,
in
that's where you
Toronto.
saw the American Derby.
yeah.
Forgot.
Yeah, I made
American.
American. Put that on. It was amazing, by the way.
I rewatched 1 last night
Oh, it's
so
so
that
good.
I can go get ready for 2.
So you just referenced our first podcast.
Yeah.
And there was a question here. I mean to go back, but can you explain what you have in front of you? RJ?
There was really
and the
somebody-
question is,
somebody really
what
had-
would you recommend to somebody that is about to start a podcast?
Don't do it.
Don't
There's
do
too
it.
many.
Don't do it. There's too many.
Too many.
No, okay, so what this is you guys can't see this, but
Yes, they can.
well, can you? I was gonna. Would you allow me to get it out? Okay, so this is what it was. Right now, we asked people for weeks to help us with the podcast. Right. We're like, hey, can you guys help us? And everybody told us no. And they were like, well, can you do this? And we're like, screw it, we'll do it on our own. So Rafa and me and Allie went to Rafa, and Rafa was like, yeah, he was like, no problem, I do want it. And so he's like, I got a mic. So we had one mic. And then Kyrie ended up coming down we were in our trainer's Steve's room. So we're in his room, and all of a sudden Kyrie knocked on his door, and he was coming there for treatment or to get like some Tylenol or something. He's like, what are you guys doing? We're like, we're recording a podcast. He's like, all right, where do I sit? And I was like, all right, Kai, come on. So we had one mic, and we set it in a wine glass like this, and then all of us hovered around the mic and talked into it. That's why the audio quality was terrible, and we kept it took us about 3 or 4, and we're like, okay, people are listening to this, so we probably should improve the audio quality, and that's how it got. But literally, that's where it started. So it's kind of a cool. Allie had the idea to put that up there, but and if you were starting a podcast, it's just, you know what, be yourself, be yourself, have fun. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Listening to your favorite podcast, and then try. It's just like anything, like in basketball.
Can't be boring.
Who are your favorite players? Oh, this person. Well, try and duplicate or try and emulate your favorite players. Like, do that. If you have a podcast that it could be a music-based one. It could be entertainment. It could be, sports or comedy. Just emulate your favorite ones and have fun with it, and don't take yourself too seriously. We're surprised that people actually listen to this. This is mind. Channing doesn't even listen to this.
No.
And Rafa,
I'm too artistic.
When Rafa told me that we do too artistic. You're more autistic than artistic.
When I told you what?
What?
When I told you what is
That
it?
we had over 1 million downloads or 1 million
We're
listens.
approaching 2 million.
Like,
clicks
come
already.
on. Like, you're kidding me.
I
That's
haven't
amazing.
seen a check yet. This is crazy. Richard said, Channing,
You're spending your check on red
$3.99.
wine.
Yeah.
Oh? No, definitely not.
No, okay.
Yeah,
I know they're
what are you,
expensive,
are you
but
putting on shoes?
I took my shoes off.
Why'd you take your shoes
My
off?
feet were hurting, dog. My dog. I let my dog.
So now they're feeling better?
Yeah. We've been here an hour. So
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
breathing.
That's true.
Give me one thing you guys are going to do this week
Go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Well, now.
besides Gardens of the Galaxy 2.
Work out. Shoot, run,
Give me something we don't already know.
eat.
Eat? Thanks, Jenny. Let him know you're going to eat this week.
I might go try a new restaurant out here, out in Cleveland.
Yeah, we need a new restaurant. We don't do that. Do you understand? Like, during this time, like, your guys are so locked
is
in. There's
crazy.
nothing to do.
Barroco. Have you ever been there?
I have
What's it
not.
called?
Barroco Grill.
No,
Lakewood?
How
many R's are in there?
You
Like
love it?
7?
So amazing.
Yeah, don't be quiet.
You are Barroco. It's a Colombian fusion restaurant.
Done. I
But
need
it's the
that.
most delicious.
What they got?
They got
Burritos?
arepas. They got not burritos.
Okay,
They
good,
got
good. I can't
arepas.
eat
They
that.
got really good meat, like parrilladas, like a lot of all kinds of meat
Okay.
with
No carbs, right?
No carbs.
Okay, good,
like
good,
some
good.
plantains. They got
Okay.
guacamole, really good
Okay.
guacamole.
Good
They
fats.
Yucca.
Soup, yuca frita,
Ooh,
fries,
Okay.
and mojitos.
Hey, Chang, did you hear that one of our competitors said that he wishes we faced tougher competition in the
Huh?
playoffs? Did you hear about that? One of our competitors. Why do you look so lost?
He doesn't know what to say, right? He doesn't know what to do right now.
Where did you
No,
go
no, no.
now?
I'm really okay. That's my face of like thinking out loud, but like, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. God, oh man.
This is so real what Channing does in the podcast.
I'm just telling you right now. One of our competitors said that.
Take
What
all
I'm
the
gonna
time you
say
need.
is, congratulations. We'll equally enjoy the rest that we've had, and good luck to you in the next round.
That is awful.
Boring. What do you think about that, Richard?
Funny you should ask, Alex.
He was waiting for the comeback, you know,
Yeah.
like ping pong.
Funny you should ask.
He's your rookie.
No. I don't want to give somebody that decided to start a podcast after we did wanted to comment on the quality of teams that we're playing, which I think is just not very nice because obviously we know what Portland and Utah have accomplished this year, or just in general. No, I can imagine with Nurkic being out, obviously Portland was at full strength. With George Hill being out, obviously Utah was at full strength. Mike Conley being out a couple years ago, full strength. Cavs not having Kevin or Kyrie at full strength. So it's like at the end of the day, to criticize what other people are doing, I think it's just best that you take care of whatever's in front of you, but you should never criticize what other people are doing. You should never criticize what other teams are doing. At the end of the day, if you are working with an efficient group of guys that are handling their business, then you should take it. But you should also look at, have we been playing the highest level of teams every single year, everybody at full strength, before you go and criticize other people? And so I steer away from that question, and we all know you should steer away from that. But I just figured since it was brought up, and since you asked,
caution to the wind.
yeah, some people like, let's just talk it out. So it was that part I just thought was funny.
All right. Well, with that said, we have a couple minutes for a couple more questions. Let's do it in the studio audience.
Let's go, studio audience. You guys have anything else for Channing?
Oh. Why me?
Who's next?
Got-
There's one from my
Yes.
superfan husband.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Channing.
Cliff Banks. Gotta mention him by
dog?
name.
What's the difference between in-season meals and off-season meals?
Oh, I can eat
Oh.
during the regular season.
You eat more during the regular season?
100%. I eat more during the regular season. Dude, during the off season, I'm like paranoid about getting fat because I got fat one time when I took like a year off from basketball. So I like during the off season, I'm like super regimented because I'm not playing as much. So, it's like eat this much. Eat
I'm
that
completely opposite.
Much. Are you?
I
can't
honestly,
do it.
I have a scale.
I got one day and I go
I have a
And
scale.
other than that, I'm like,
Yeah, I have a scale in my bathroom, and so I do a lot of workouts. Like I'll do basketball in the morning, lifting, running, this, and so my scale. If my scale ever says over 240, then I dial it back for a week. If it says 233 or 235, then I eat and drink whatever I want. But every morning I'm getting on that. Not every morning. That's not right.
Oh.
Let me. Every like 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
I get on
I'm a
that scale.
2 days guy.
If I see two,
I turn into,
if I
like,
see, yeah, if I
Ford
see
model status.
yeah, if I
Like,
see.
oh, God.
If I say
Like,
238,
no more rice,
yeah.
You're so bloated.
Oh my.
You
Yeah.
use that word?
Yeah. Yes. Look at him.
It is a word in the English dictionary. Am I not allowed to use it?
Well, he graduated from college with an anthropology degree, so yes, he uses that
Study
word.
I think I
people.
can use whatever word I want to.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rice makes you heavy. It absorbs water.
Come on,
Jamie,
Jamie.
come on down.
Jaime.
Oh, sleep.
A few of us are here for our senior experience from our high school, and we were wondering if we could be on your Snapchat.
You can be on mine or Channing's.
Richards.
Whose Snapchat is
Oh.
better? We always ask
Well,
that question.
she wants to know. She said
Richard
she
has
wants to
way
know
more.
who has more followers.
That's
Richard,
that's
not even
not
close.
that's not. It's
No,
not.
you just
it's-
put Channing out of the question.
Well, I'll tell you this. Come here. Come around. Wait, who's all here for the senior experience?
Come on down.
Come on.
you
Come
guys are
on.
in
Come
high
on. Come
school?
on. You guys are gonna get better than that. You guys are gonna come on. We're
They
gonna.
let you guys off for this?
Yeah, senior
What
experience.
is with the
come
American
around.
educational
Come around.
It
Come
is
What
around.
happens when you got a live audience?
God, what is it?
Come
Oh, it's
around.
May.
What school
now-
do you guys go to?
You guys come around. You guys,
Beechwood?
okay.
What do y'all like? The Beechwood Battlers?
Bison.
Oh, the Bison.
Beechwood Bison?
Well, you got to stay there because he's going to snap it right
Aren't
now.
Bison?
Yeah, Richard's gonna
aren't-
snap it.
Aren't
My
Bison,
Snapchat
aren't
is-
Bison extinct?
You all go to Beechwood
No,
High School?
fool.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, so we're doing live, and actually we're live right now, which makes it a little awkward that we're doing this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, you guys are on the snap. Good job, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you guys for coming out
Thank
for the
you.
senior experience.
Go Bison.
Okay, now get back over
Go
there. What are you doing?
You guys have prom? You guys
gonna
have
just
prom
hang out
dates
here?
already?
You guys want
On
mics?
Saturday.
You have to-
Saturday's the prom?
Oh, Saturday. Where y'all doing it at?
Ooh.
Windows on the River.
Where's that? Where's
Yeah.
that?
You got
Speaking of prom,
prom.
who's the prom king?
What? Your boy?
Richard, you were a prom king.
No, I was
Homecoming.
not. I was homecoming. Homecoming's a bigger deal, but it's cool.
Homecoming's a bigger. Hey, is homecoming bigger deal than prom?
Yes, homecoming. The whole
That's
school,
the high school.
the
kid.
whole
Homecoming king better than prom
king.
king?
Because at our school. Yeah, at our prom we just do king at like the dance, but at homecoming we have like a parade.
Yeah. There you go.
That's
It's
why you
cool.
don't ask the
That's what I
question
said.
if you don't
Sorry,
know the
guys.
answer.
I went to private
You knew
school.
the answer. Yeah, private school.
Promise.
No one
Promise
cares.
better.
You had private voting. You can buy votes. It's cool.
All right, let's go one more.
All right, one more. We got Melissa over here. Hi. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh.
Oh man.
What's the question again so for the people watching
Okay,
and listening
so-
on the podcast?
I have mine, and I'll tell you a
Go
story.
to karaoke song.
I want to go to yours, Allie, first. What's
I
yours?
was repeating the question.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
What's your
what-
go-to karaoke?
You know, Gangster's Paradise, Coolio.
Oh, jeez. Yes. The hard
got
life
you.
from Allie. Jenny?
It is.
Pour some sugar on me.
Why does
Why is
everything
people-
have to
with
do
that?
with food? Did you know you could lose weight if you got rid of sugar?
And
Wait,
sugar is
isn't
not food,
there
by the
sugar
way.
in wine?
Yes, lots of it.
I'll get rid of bread and rice. We cool.
Rafa?
Oh, you wouldn't know my songs, but in English, I would say every rose has its thorn from
okay.
Poison.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's not
I can write that one up. Huh?
Hey, that's all used to crack.
Yeah.
Chandler. Richard doesn't know about that.
You do it.
Mine is Man in the Mirror, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
I almost got kicked out of my dorm because of that. We some girls below us in the dorm, they wrote on our little board. You know, you have those little boards on your dorm room. So they wrote on it. Me and Luke had played it, I don't know, like 10 times in a row, just being funny. And they look, can you please stop playing Man in the Mirror? So we thought it was funny. We had like a double day. So we had like a 6 a.m. practice or 6 a.m. workout, went to class all day, and then we actually had like another practice afterwards. So we put our speaker on the window seal, and we pushed Man on the Mirror and then put it on repeat and then left for the day. Yeah. We had a meeting with the dorm people. They almost kicked us out of the door because we locked our doors. So they were like, and like at first no one really got it. People think you're playing music or whatever, but we literally put it on the edge, and so it was like a U-shaped building. So it just the music just kind of blared out into the street. And I don't think people figured it out at first, but I think by probably the 4th or 5th hour, they
So this
realized.
is where Cisco on repeat in restaurants.
Yeah, started.
Started.
Yeah. It was a bit that I took, but yeah, no, this type of annoying humor has been around for a very long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since the Dark Ages.
Since the Dark Ages?
Yeah.
When were the Dark Ages?
Before the Darker Ages.
Before the Darker Ages?
Yeah.
When were the Darker Ages?
Time wasn't a concept then. It was with the caveman.
The caveman? So the caveman, it went the caveman, the Darker Ages, and then the Dark Ages.
Then the Dark Ages. Then the, I can kind of see a little bit ages. And then, hand me that torch ages.
Then the Let There Be Light Ages.
Yes. Oh, damn, here we go.
You're wrong.
No.
You're 100% wrong. It's cool.
And with that, we're going to wrap up this edition of...
Wait, one more thing before.
Uh-oh.
They're asking where you can get the shirt.
Well,
The
Rafa, it's your
CLE.
shirt, so...
I know. This is actually the Spanish version of Defend the Land.
There we go.
Will you explain to everyone, because people don't know what C...
Well, the
Defend
C
the Land
is
means?
one of my calls when I do the game in Spanish for the Cavs on the radio, so it's CLE. It's kind of,
Yeah, we get it.
And then Defiende tu Territorio, which is Defend the Land.
I didn't
So it's gvartwork.com.
Okay.
gvartwork.com. You can get... And we'll give away on an Instagram,
Yes.
Trippin. We'll give away the one RJ didn't want to wear, so...
Oh, well, we'll sign it. We'll all sign it.
There you go.
I'm not signing shit.
Sometimes
it feels good to say that. I never say that, but
you guys all find that funny.
that.
I'm glad everyone finds that funny. I'm glad.
There's
that-
only one place
do not
that I
encourage,
literally mean
do,
and won't sign nothing.
Do not encourage him.
so good
It is
at the same
not.
time.
It's
Where?
not.
On the other side of the country.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I ain't signing that.
Little kid.
Shouldn't you be in school, little boy?
That's just not nice, Channing.
It's not nice.
No, it's not.
It's not nice. It's not nice when they boo me 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Your autograph sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, I literally had a guy take my autograph and then rip it in front of me. You suck. I'm like, damn.
Did you really have
I
someone?
wish I'd done that.
100%. I was like this. I had to give
Someone
respect.
really
Like,
did that?
That was absolutely hilarious, but I was low key like I was already like in game mode. Double espresso.
When was this?
Like
They
New
did,
York,
this in,
probably.
they did this in Golden State?
yeah.
They did this really?
Look, yeah,
Don't
yeah,
lie.
yeah.
Don't lie. You signed something and then they ripped it up and told you sucked? They must know you.
No, I had to give the kid respect though.
That was a good move. That was a good
He
move.
was 10 to 12.
Did you
so I
punch
couldn't
him?
Whoop his ass. No.
Oh.
He was maybe 63 pounds wet.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, Mr. Fry, can I get your autograph?" I was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, man, go ahead, my man." You suck. I was like, "Yeah, okay, no, I don't."
But that was
Go
a
back
good
on the
one.
bus,
That was a good
man.
one.
That was a great one.
That was- that
I
was-
respect that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm not signing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
see, Cavs fans, just let you guys know, those are ideas.
We got to stop it right there. That was a
Stop it.
great way to end it.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
Channing.
you.
Having your autograph ripped up.
That's what I'm here for.
That'll do it for this edition of Road
Can you
Tripping
try a
with
shot?
RJ and Channing. For all those tuning in from around the globe on Cavs.com,
I made it, Channing did.
appreciate you and those in the live audience.
It doesn't matter, I
Until
made it.
Next time.
See ya.